Good evening. In this video, I'm going to be playing Crusader Kings 3 as the most unattractive possible human being. A while back, I already played CK3 as a character with all the negative traits. Now I need to sway my wife because, I can't do anything to I didn't last very long. But today, we're going to try something similar, but with all the genes for the ugly. My goals in this playthrough are the following. 1. Survive. It's not easy to survive in CK3, whether you get poisoned, assassinated, or some other horrible fate befalls you. So survive is number 1. Number 2, court a mate despite my ugliness. Find and woo a mate to the most attractive possible human to mitigate the ugliness out of my bloodline. And number 3, reproduce and breed the ugly out of the next generation. Create a new character. Okay, so before we create our character, we need to decide which country we're going to inhabit. For the sake of this challenge, I have selected the beautiful European country of, the United States of America. Look at it right there. It's beautiful. We're not going to use Joe Biden as emperor, though. We're going to create our own ruler. Now, if the goal of this challenge is to breed out the ugly, we're going to need multiple wives. Yes, that's right, multiple wives, so we're going to convert to Islam. Let's see, in Quranism, I'm allowed to get married to my cousin, so yeah, I guess that's what we're going with. Of course, we need still an ugly name for an unattractive ruler, and for this I have chosen, Egbert. Wait, that's not it, I'm not done. Egbert Hildegard. Egbert Hildegard, and his last name will be of House, Maud. Maud, that's a pretty ugly name. Alright, meet Egbert Hildegard Maud. We're about to make him a lot less pretty. Now, who is Egbert Hildegard Maud? Well, first off, he's not a very attractive fellow. He's not just homely or ugly, but he's actually hideous, which lowers his diplomacy, fertility, and his, well, most importantly, his attraction opinion. Just look at him right now. Now, we're not going to take the traits that are going to destroy my health, otherwise I will die instantaneously on the spot. So I'm just going to give him every, negative trait that will still lower his attraction, but won't kill him. Wow, that is a hard set of things to be. I am hideous. I am club-footed, hunchbacked, dwarven, scaly, lover's pox-ridden, rakish, and irritable. Let's not forget to make him just massively overweight. So it's important to know that with all of our currently standing traits, we are at minus around 50% fertility, which is not good. That's about the same as the sterile trait. And so in order to improve my sperms during coitus, we will take family hierarch for more fertility. Seducer, I am very seductive. And also, of course, whole of body, because I take care of my health. Yeah, I am also pure-blooded, whatever that means right here, and fecund. So despite the fact that I am hideous, club-footed, hunchbacked, scaly, dwarven, I have a venereal disease, I am rakish, and also irritable, I am also one of the most fertile men with very motile sperms. But we can't be done until we have changed our appearance, of course. And for this portion, we're going to do my favorite thing to do in all of the create a character. We are just going to take all of the sliders and move them all the way to the left. We won't look at our character until we're done moving them all over to the left, of course. We'll just let whatever is going to happen, and then we'll see the result. Just keep moving over to the left. There we go. Ta-da! There he is. We forgot one thing. We just have to remove the hair so that we can get a better look at this David statue sculptor we have created. It is amazing. Okay, here we go. Quranism, Egbert Hildegard Maud. We are the Emperor of the United States, and we are very fertile, but also very ugly. Let's go. And we have spawned in as Emperor Egbert. Let's begin our playthrough in the good old USA. The year is... what is the year? The year is 1066? This is the American dream. To build up one's state of life and pass on to one's heirs. Now, I may be ugly, but future generations can be less ugly because of the sacrifices that I make in this life. Welcome to the Sheikdom of New York. Here's the Sheikdom of New Jersey. I am the Sultan of Unattractiveness. So here we have Egbert Hildegard, mod, and the very first problem we have before we start our playthrough is I am single, and my kingdom is far too large. I will never be able to fully control the divided United States of America. So let's go ahead and find as many spouses as possible. Okay, so here are all of our options. Almost universally, they hate me because I'm very ugly. They have many reasons to dislike me, I suppose, or at least to not be attracted to me. But there are a few, that is to say, that don't dislike me so much. See, this infant child doesn't have so many reasons to dislike me. A few of them only just mildly, well, they tolerate me. You know, this one's mostly okay. Maybe she could be swayed. That being said, let's go ahead and see if we can find a wife, a comely lass. A very fertile woman who has inheritable traits of hopefully being more attractive than me and also being healthy. Okay, so here are my options. There is this 16-year-old girl named Tefit. She is coming into marriageable age. She will accept despite the fact that she doesn't like me, and perhaps she will pass on her comely trait rather than my hideous trait. So let's send a proposal. She is currently a guest of Emir Muansir, she's from modern-day Algeria. Okay, maybe she would like to live in Florida instead. I will arrange a marriage with Tefit. The proposal is sent. It is I, the new Malik al-Muazzam. I'm probably butchering that horribly, but let's just go on. It's now up to me to lead the vast empire of Joe Biden. Amazing, amazing. Okay, Tefit has accepted my hand in marriage. May our union bring happiness and fulfillment, my charming. Well, that is the nicest thing that anyone has ever said to me. She already doesn't like me, so well, I don't know her language. Let's pause time so that we can sway her with a scheme. As well as just send her copious monetary prizes simply for accepting my offer, for I am pretty good with money. Speaking of which, we need to employ a court. Since everyone dislikes me so much, let's try to hire someone to prevent anyone from murdering me. Oh look, all of my options also want to murder me. Well, let's pick the one who is at least has good aptitude. Okay, Ned Lamont, you look like a completely trustworthy individual. You will be appointed to stop people from murdering me. Let me send you a gift so that you also don't dislike me as much as you normally would. Okay, court physician, also everyone still dislikes me. Does anyone— oh, you don't dislike me anywhere near as much as the others do, but you're not very good at being a physician, so never mind you. Phil Scott, honestly sounds like a man who advertises for paper towels. Okay, we'll just continue filling out all of the court positions with yet more people who dislike me. Larry Hogan is the— why do these sound like such average names? Larry, his name is Larry. Everyone hates me because I'm ugly. You don't have to marry me. Look, even my wife likes me. I mean, maybe I'm sending her money to like me more, but, well, whatever. I am, after all, a financial genius. And for that matter, I will choose the path of stewardship in order to ensure the security of future generations. Oh, but what's this? I have another problem. Too few spouses, of course. Don't stop there. Well, we can make a future deal for this 3-year-old to be my future wife. She is, after all, how can they already tell? She's comely. Okay, well, this may ensure the prosperity and improvement of future generations, so we will send a proposal, as well as, okay, you are 8. Well, eventually, you know, you will be turn of marriageable age. We will send a deal to your father to arrange for another marriage. Oh, alright, we're running out of people. Let's see, is there anyone of just average— okay, you are of childbearing age. Ooh, you look very upset. Oh well, let's just start sending out marriage proposals to all of my courtiers. Ooh, this woman is lustful. She will be more fertile. Yes, we will create many babies together. All right, everyone is accepting against their, well, I mean, technically they are accepting with their free will, but they probably have a lot of apprehensions about getting married to me, but whatever, it will be a better life for them. Okay, here we go. Now we have lots of wives who don't dislike me all that much, except for this one. What's your problem? Maybe I will scheme to sway you. Or I could, seduce you and romance you. Yes, let's do that. Predicted chances 0%, never mind. Okay, it's time to start pumping out babies. Pregnancy, fate smiles upon me. My wife, Malika Al-Muazzama Kamala, is bearing my child at last. The first of my wives is pregnant. I will have them compete over how much they like me. Okay, my other wife is pregnant. Now my grand matriarch. 2 of my wives are pregnant. Okay, the babe is born. Kamala has given birth. There he is, Prince Albert Egbert Hildegard Maud. He is only homely, but he is also very fertile. Amazing stuff. So he may be ugly, but he's not, well, he's not as ugly as me, and he's still very fertile. He will make a fitting heir. He also needs an appropriately ugly name. Gertrude. Gertrude is an objectively ugly name. He will be educated in order to overcome and overcompensate for all of his deficiencies. I am no longer obese. Okay, my wife has been swayed. Hey, how would you like to have the marble scepter of Jaira? It's time to keep sending my spouses more and more money. 1 child. We have to get those numbers up. After all, my new goal in this life is to create as many heirs as I possibly can from my plentiful sperms. Okay, so for that matter, let's just ignore the entire sheikdom of the United States of America, and I will spend most of my time, let's win over the love of my many spouses. You know, I'm realizing that for one of my wives, or non-betrothed wives, Malika Al-Muazzama Constance of the United States of America, she is not too happy about being non-monogamous. She is unfortunately Catholic. So I think I'm just going to have to divorce her, and find a wife who is more accepting of my lifestyle. Which is probably the best move, because she is, after all, chaste, and that is lowering her fertility. So I will quickly, well, let's first demand a conversion. I will demand a conversion. She must... Okay, she's not maybe as unhappy anymore. Okay, you don't have as many reasons to dislike me. Fantastic, then, but you still are not pregnant. Okay, I'm sorry, begone. No, we can't have it this way. I will send for another wife. What about Isabel, the lustful, deceitful woman? At least she's fertile. All right, we have a plague. The kingdom is falling down around us. Yet more reason to poop out more babies. Whatever, let's just ignore the plague and move on. I will enter seclusion with my family to avoid the plague. We mustn't allow this to hurt our children. Yet more time to spend alone with my wives. There is a dangerous faction of peasants. Almost everyone wants to get rid of me. Oh well, let's just ignore them as well. Oh my gosh, my next child has been born. He is also ugly. Do better, Walter. All right, well, we could give the peasants a tax lien to tell them to settle down. It's okay, I'm busy with my wives. I'm too good at accounting for this. My son Gertrude has gained the trait of charming. He is a schemer, this one. Okay, my next son has been born, Thomas. He's also... Oh God, no, it's killed my wife! Well, she didn't like me very much anyway. Let's just bury her and forget about her. New wife time. Who are you? Well, you're the only option. There's literally no one else, so I will propose to a new wife. And she's mine from this child is granting me my wife. Okay. The plague has ended. It is time for me to emerge from seclusion. It is safe for my family. I'm happy to be back. My daughter, Beatrice, also is very ugly. I regret to inform you that everything is very not good. We are out of money and we are going deeper into debt. It's time to start firing members of our court because we can't pay them. Dismissed. Oh well, they can't dislike me much more than they already do. Okay, another child, Hugh, he's also ugly. We've just barely balanced the budget by firing all of our staff. Revolution! Okay, the Catholics are rising up against me. Leader John of the Yankee Catholic Populists. Okay, we are going to rally the troops against him and smite him. But probably not, because we don't have much of an army. Look at them with their American shields. This is unprecedented. We don't have enough people, and we will most likely have to cede to their demands, but I will just have to go into hiding with my many wives. Are we able to beat them at least down here in Hagerstown? Okay, we have won one battle. Probably that will be it for a while. Let's continue just fighting only the battles that we will win. The war is not going very well. The Yankee Catholic Populists had thousands of troops under their control, and they are now taking out the entire American, well, they're at the Capitol right now. Okay, we have another war going on for the Sheikdom of Maine. Apparently this is sort of like a medieval American revolution. No one ever saw it coming, but seeing as I had absolutely no control from the very beginning, this was, well, it was inevitable, I suppose. At least we won the Battle of Nova. We are completely out of money, and it's time to just surrender the war. They get everything. Well, if I can't be the Emperor of the United States of America, I could at least be the Emperor of Washington, D.C. Here I am with my 4 wives, and my children are growing up. Maybe they will avenge me. They have claim, after all, to the rest of the United States. Look how many children I have now. Like, that's a lot, man. All right, well, at the very least, we can control our own capital. We still don't have any money. All right, that's all right. We'll just take it from the church. Whatever's left. We don't have anything. My daughter died, and I am sad, and I'm getting more and more stressed now. Oh, at least I can improve my gold income from having more stress. Yes, that is desirable. I think you know just as well as me what I'm going to do now. I have to get really stressed. My son Gertrude is growing. He is learning the Arabic language. Okay, I'm starting to get more and more stressed because I can't learn the Arabic language. Oh well, too bad. That means I at least get to collect more taxes. And I have finally realized that I have lost the entire country. Let's just say goodbye. I am a mere sultan now. Oh well. I did, after all, say I was the sultan of unattractiveness, so this is maybe fitting. Alright, I have just fired almost my entire staff because my wife Kamala kept telling me that they were coming on to her, so naturally, I have to defend my wife's honor, of course. Now that I have almost no court left, I'm just barely breaking even, and it's just me and my growing children. It's time to get even more stressed because now not only are my children unattractive, but they're also fighting with each other. Alright, my wives keep liking me more and more. That means more children in my domain. My daughter is comely! Wow, look! Except that she has a VD. Oh, well, I mean, you know, she has none of the traits that are plaguing the rest of my family. Wow, finally. My daughter Blanche. Okay, Gertrude turns out to be sort of a psychopath. Let's just continue, making him more and more crazy while I get more and more stressed, because the sooner I turn into a loon, the sooner it all passes on, and the more money our kingdom makes. Look, we're already up 30%. It's time to gain the trait of lunatic. No, my son Hugh Maud is dead. That's the second dead child. Oh well. We will create a Maud family dynasty of good bloodlines. How ironic. Alright, well here we go. 2 of my children are dead. 2 of them are in jail. 1 of them is only an infant child. That's really too bad. One of them has actually grown up. We will see what happens. Let's let them fight over it. I must say, I can assign my son to be, why don't we make him the spy master? My son trusts me. Okay, there he is. He is the spy master, and no one else is qualified for any of the other positions. But at least he likes me. Oh no, I've transferred my venereal disease to my wife. What a shame. Alright, my next child is almost all of the same traits. He takes after his father, my son John. And my son Richard also takes after his father. Except all of my children, I don't know even why I lost track of this. They're all in jail in the Canary Islands for some reason. Oh no, my son Thomas died. Oh no, my daughter Eleanor, everyone's dying. Why are they all dying? Probably because I'm not taking good care of them. Twins, and they're both ugly. Really ugly twins. I'm just pumping out babies now. It's incredible how fast. Truly incredible. Well, my wives are getting kind of old, so it's time to swap over to new ones. And I don't have any religious piety required to divorce my wives. Unfortunately, if I want to remain a polygamist, I need to remain faithful to my current faith. So, I'm stuck, sort of. But here I am. I'm divorcing you. Sorry, I just got enough, points with... Yeah, sorry, see you later. Okay, time to divorce all of the older ones, and let's take on some younger ones. Okay, well, here is the story. I'm coming closer and closer to the end of my days at the ripe old age of 67. I've still got plenty of time left, but... in my life, I've now had 18 children. My heir is... Look at all my horrible traits. My primary heir is merely homely. He is an assassin spy master. This is Prince Gertrude Egbert Hildegards of Columbia. He has been scarred in battle, making him slightly more attractive and cool and badass. And honestly, when we look ahead to his children, they are not ugly. Visually, something doesn't look right, but you know, they're Herculean, and his other son is Amazonian from his mother, so we have a successfully sort of breeded out. See, that's starting to look a little bit more like proportional. We have made improvements. Oh god, my son Gertrude died. Well, it's totally fine. After all, his children were better off than he was, even. So that's too bad. That's just too bad. Mysterious circumstances. Very confusing. One of my ancestors is an astute intellectual. It may look like they're holding their noses, but they're actually... scratching their chins in pensive thought. I am growing ill. I have grown infirm. The time has come to turn over the care of my entire realm to all of my largely disproportionate offspring. Oh, they grow up so oh god. I found my soulmate and I gave her a VD. Well, Sultana Lija or Aija, I really can't tell. I guess Aisha, it's time to become my primary spouse after all the affairs we've had together. Oh no, we're being we have absolutely no army or success whatsoever to speak of. But, you know, I persevered. I did my best. I had 19 children. I may have failed and lost complete military control of my entire domain, but look what happened. Now we're lowborns. I have a whole dynasty of people who look like they were just mistakes out of a character creator. And despite the fact that we lost all of our land just completely and are now lowborn, where's my grandson? Here he is. There's nothing wrong with him, but he doesn't look right still, but just ignore that. He's growing up to be a fine, arrogant, fickle, pensive, and yet healthy young man. Now, I can't really tell why there's a picture of a bonfire behind him, but I think that's like the fire of perseverance after all, because I am Egbert Hildegard the Persevering. I was known all throughout the land despite my many permanent injuries. And, you know, I found my soulmate. I gave her my VD. I may not have a kingdom anymore, but at least my offspring aren't plagued by as many health issues as me, and after all, your health is your wealth. Anyway, I wanted to see what it would be like to be the ugliest possible man, and it was way harder. It was way harder than I imagined it would be. But at least I didn't die. But I will die soon. And they all lived happily ever after. As always, I'm Ambiguous Amphibian. A big thanks to my patrons, all of whom are extremely, extremely attractive. Until next time.